All right, my loves, good morning and happy new moon. So I hope that you are all feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, renewed. That was definitely the energy that I was getting around this new moon, which happened last night at 11:48 p.m. Pacific time. So I had my alarm set, I declared something out to the universe, and I know without a doubt that is going to be my reality in due time. So that's what we do around the new moon. We call out, we declare that which we truly desire out to the universe, and then we open our arms to receive it, and we show up in aligned action to make sure that we are aligned with actually receiving that thing. Got it? And so for instance, like if you crave a really healthy partnership and a really healthy lifestyle, like you can't be out there drinking, doing drugs, like all that stuff and expect to attract a healthy partner, because that's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, at different times in my life where I had been drinking too much, not taking care of myself well, not eating healthy, I attracted pretty unhealthy, I will say really unhealthy partnerships for short periods of time until I got myself back on track, back aligned. Got it? And so it all depends on what you want in this life, what you desire, but you have to become that first in order to have that mirrored to you and another person. And I want you to remember that. Okay. So if health is a huge priority for you, which it is for me, which it is for many of us, for many of you, then go there first for yourself and you will attract that which matches you. Got it? Okay. So I wanted to relay a little bit about the client that I have been working with and that I posted on my stories yesterday over on Instagram, over on Facebook. Okay. And we are working energetically through her process of divorce, separation, all of that. Okay. So I am coaching with her one-on-one, and we are working with the energetics of all of it. And of course, there has been a lot of anger, resentment, forgiveness needed on her part, letting go, letting him go, letting the relationship go, like all of that stuff. Okay. And when she does that, here's what you need to understand about energetics, my love, is when you let someone go and they don't want you to let them go, they're going to try to come back in, and they're going to try to come back into your field in any way and reattach. Okay. So that's what her ex has been doing repeatedly. So when she really powerfully lets him go and he's like out of her field, he'll do something that I believe is not morally correct, that is going to not serve him well in the future, to get back at her. Okay. And to come back into her field. Even though he's not coming back in with love, he's coming back in with discord, he still wants back in any way, in any form or fashion. Okay. Think of a child who wants attention. If you're not giving them attention, they're not just going to, do something good to get your attention. They're going to do something bad or wrong or naughty to get your attention because they simply want attention. They don't care how they get it. Okay. Same thing with relationships. I want to say just same thing with people when they want attention. Okay. Seriously. Especially when you're dealing with a young soul. Yes, I just whispered that. Okay. And it can actually be very humorous, but it's not humorous when it is impacting someone's financial stability, their children, and her life. Okay. Then we go into badass warrior mode and we get shit done, because that's what we do. And so she had messaged me like 2 days ago, letting me know something new that was going on. And she's like, over the weekend, I had really let him go. I had done some powerful letting go work, and here he is coming back in. I'm like, well, of course he is, because he wants to still have that claim to you, to your heart, to your energetic field, that attachment. Okay. And this is what people do, my loves, is that they attach to you. And even if they don't attach to you physically, or even if they still don't have a piece of your heart, they're going to try to attach energetically. Okay. And that's through talking about you. That's through thinking about you. That's through sending you not only love, but also hate or anger or rage. And you're going to feel it in your field. Okay. And so interesting enough, what I also want to say about this client is that she was also dealing with a bladder infection when this came in, which means she's not at her strongest. Her body is fighting an infection, trying to heal. Got it? And so, of course, that is when someone can kick you even more when you're down because they think you're not going to fight back. They think you're not going to, let me say it differently, stand up for yourself when you're down, that you're just going to roll over and be passive and just take it. And we're not, of course. Okay. And it's not about fighting, but it is about standing up for what's right. It is about justice, and it is about using your voice and speaking your truth. Okay. And not rolling over and being a passive person here. Okay. And so, and like, it all comes down to justice right now, my loves. In every single relationship, I'm like yelling right now, corner of this world, like, justice is being served, period. Got it. Okay. Your only part is to stand up for yourself, to use your voice, and to speak your truth, to make sure that the facts are heard, that your version of the events is heard so that justice can be served. Okay, so we're not staying quiet about the abuse. We're not staying quiet about the discord. We're not staying quiet about the injustice that is happening in our own personal lives, and for damn sure that we see out in the world. And I'm reminded of that too, because I used to stay quiet about it. Got it? Okay, so in this scenario then, she messages me this, and she's like, I just feel so defeated. I can't believe this happened again, because he had done this one other time, basically taken huge chunks of money from her account, and he did it again. And so we work with it logically, like, okay, how are we going to prevent that from ever happening again? Because now it's happened twice. Okay, so that's the first step, is logistically, like, shut down the money going to that account, talk to the bank, call the places where the bills were supposed to be paid, like all of that. Okay. So that's number one, because when someone is really defeated or really stressed, sometimes it's hard to even understand the logical steps that need to be taken. Got it? And so number two then was working energetics. And I'm like, okay, you have a bladder infection. I looked up what that meant. It meant being pissed off. It meant anger. It meant challenge, like refusing to let go, all of those things. Now, I'm not saying that was her case, but it was in her field. Whether it was his energy or her energy, we needed to get that out of her field. Okay, I'm talking energetic field, which affects the body. Okay, and your body is all energy, my loves. Okay, everything is energy. And so I was like, okay, so all the anger that's still in you needs to come up and out. And when I said that, I'm like, she probably doesn't want to hear this because we've done so much work around it. She probably doesn't even know that there's anger still in her, but there is. And I could sense it. I just knew it, because the body is responding, trying to purge it out, right? And so I'm like, whatever needs to happen, we need all of that anger up and out of you. Got it? And so I messaged her like 4 different messages, and then whatever else I said in there. And so that night, because we've done enough work, then she did the work to get that anger that was buried within her up and out of her. However she did it in a letting go thing. She probably danced. She did an energy clearing, like all of those things. And the next morning she messages me and go, I feel the lightest I have felt in such a long time, like maybe in forever. Okay. Especially going through this process. And I'm like, bam, there it is, right? Mission accomplished. She's good and her body's healing, and it's shedding all this BS, all this stuff that was inside of her. Okay. And it's not that he caused it, but you know, when you've been in a relationship, in a marriage for 20 plus years, there is going to be a lot of stuff that has built up over the years. It's just how it is, my loves. Okay. And in her process of breaking free, there's a lot of shedding that needs to happen. And so I wanted to say that because, like, that's the work we do. It's really powerful. It's crazy effective. And all of this energetics is going to impact the outcome of what happens in this divorce trial, in this divorce process. Okay. And it's not even about who gets the most money. It is about freaking justice being served. That's what is right, and that what people deserve, they get. End of story. And that means good or bad. What someone deserves, they get, my loves. Okay? And so that's what we're standing up for. That's what we're fighting for. That's what her having this support of a coach to step her through is making sure, number one, that she's good, that she's strong enough to continue on this process, and that she will use her voice. Okay? And yeah, and that's what it's all about. And it's showing her daughter how you stand up as a woman for yourself. It's showing her son like things in this whole process, right? And it's giving her so much strength to know that after this, she can probably navigate whatever else life might throw at her in the future. And that's what's so incredibly important. But when you don't have the support, the right support, and you're doing it on your own, so many times you do throw in the towel, or you do cave, or you do have too long where you're defeated, and that does not need to be the case. Okay? And so badass energetic works, my love. Like if you truly understand this, you know what I mean. And if not, and you're like, yeah, I have some stuff in me that needs to get out because I'm not able to attract or create or call in that which I truly desire, or if I do, I can't hold it, or any of those things, and then please reach out to me, because you got to do the work, my loves. You got to do the work to shift things, and that's what we're here for. So I would love to hear your thoughts, comments, questions below. Super powerful. And I love doing this work. It is so what I do best. I have worked with this so much, and it's just huge reminders of what's happening here in the world, of people standing up to use your voice and literally, yes, fighting for what is right. So much love, many blessings. That's all I have today, and I will see you here again very soon.